Hey everyone, today I want to talk about Nathan Fowkes, how to paint landscapes quickly and beautifully in watercolor and gouache. This book is almost like a companion to his course on schoolism. It's a standalone thing, so you can learn everything in here. But if you're seeing the demos in the course as well, that will go great with the book. So looking at the table of contents, basically starts with material, using the materials. This, I think, is the most important chapter, the simple statement. I love this approach. If you've seen other videos here on the channel, you know that already. Light and value, edges and textures, and then goes into different palettes. The limited palette at first, understanding and designing with color, depth, composition, and as he does in his course, putting it all together in chapter 10. It would be week 10 if it's a course. So it's great that the format is very, very similar. And then in the end, a gallery of images, as he did on other books that he published as well. A lot of demos with step-by-step. So throughout the book, we're going to see this. A discussion of his materials. He goes to watercolor approach with the white gouache. So he discusses everything that you need and different sketchbooks, different papers, and easels, and so on. The colors that he uses, and everything needs to be very pocket size so that he can move around easily and paint from nature. Using the materials, so some examples of different brush strokes and applying the techniques. As I said, a lot of demos throughout the book. Some of the demos that he did for the course as well. So if you've seen the course, you probably will get that feel of a deja vu kind of feeling here. So a lot going on, but very well explained parts. And lots of examples. I love this one in particular. So different approaches to using in different materials. So watercolor on cold pressed paper, and then transparent watercolor on ars versus it's the same here, but full size studio painting and so on. The simple statement. I love this. He has done like hundreds of these. And they really synthesize the experience of the image in such a small frame. Highly recommend looking up his sketchbook exercises as well and doing some simple statements of the things that you want to convey. Here, I've done this. It's super great approach using a brush pen and water. The brush pen with black ink and another brush pen with water. So you can create fusions here in the water. It's a super nice exercise. I love the results that I got. This is great. Some examples from copies, Shoulders of Giants, so copies from Edgar Payne. I'm gonna do a review on Edgar Payne's book, both books actually. One is a composition for the outdoor painter, and the other is more on his work. Some examples, this we'll see throughout the book, so focusing on casting shadows, as well as understanding where the light is in different values, so controlling your values. Edges and textures, so how to use that in your favor as well. Even more abstract experiments could be really interesting to get a hold of your materials and how it works and the relationship with water and so on. So once again, a lot of different examples. Limited palette, so starting with this limited palette and then evolving from there. Designing with color, so color relationships, mixing the opposites, color wheel and how to use that. Exercises experimenting with different times of day at the same place. Really great exercise as well. Using edges and overlaps and everything in your favor and perspective as well to create the feel of depth and 3 dimensions in your images. Composition, notes on balancing things out. Some of the things that we've discussed on Framed Ink and Framed Ink 2 book, as well as Edgar Payne's composition for outdoor painting, as I said. If it's not here on the channel, it will be in the future. So some examples of painting with purpose, but on location, or from photographs and travel photographs. So once again, a lot of different processes and examples. There's a video on this. He was discussing that with Bobby Hsu. You can find that. I think I'll try and add to the description here. But if you put like cool palette on a warm day or something like that, I think that's the title. And finally, putting it all together and composing your images. So lots of examples and step-by-step approaches. Drawing with this red pencils, he highly recommends that for his process. So super interesting as well. And some exercises, lots of exercises to practice. This is what I told about, hundreds of the simple statement exercises. And finally, gallery of paintings. A lot of different paintings. I'll pass through them faster, but a lot of beautiful paintings by Nathan Fowkes as well for us to, now that we looked at this, and it's great to come back here once you try it out, some of the exercises and the concepts, so that you can look at this with a different mentality and mindset. You will try and deconstruct what you're seeing. What kind of process did he use? The materials, the handling of the materials, and different like happy accidents that you might find in the compositions and so on. So it's a more informed approach. I have been learning traditional painting myself, and the whole experience of going to museums changes instantly once you understand a little more of what they're doing and how to handle your materials. So this is awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll do a review on his other book as well, Painting with Charcoal. But for today, that's it. I hope you're inspired to go out and paint with gouache, watercolor. Another great resource is James Gurney. I have talked about imaginative realism here in the channel before, and color and light. You can, he has a lot of tutorials on painting outside as well, another great resource. So yeah, hope you're inspired. Go out, paint, take care, and have a good one.